What's up, guys? My buddy Joe from JBGuitars called me this morning and said, hey, Nick, I need you to come by and test out a guitar I just made. It's something really cool. It's probably some Strat hybrid thing he's been working on. I know he sourced some ash bodies, really nice pieces of ash. So we're going to go in, we're going to go check it out. We'll see what the madman has created. All right, Joe, I'm here. What do we got?
Hey, I was just about to dig a hole with this guitar, Nick.
What the hell is that? Is that a shovel?
Yeah, semi-hollow body shovel.
What year vintage?
It's old.
I was expecting some maybe Strat hybrid or a Gibson kind of hybrid, and you come in with your standard issue True Value hardware store shovel.
Yeah, it's an Ivanhoe.
What happened here? You put an F-hole in it too.
Yeah, cool, huh?
Is that for acoustics? Just for tone?
Aesthetics and acoustics.
You got to explain this thing. What is going on here? First of all, the Art Deco characteristics and the attention to detail. This thing
for crude.
This thing looks like a medieval warrior.
Yeah.
Something you see on Braveheart. Yeah. All right, so look at this. A PAF down in there. How many guys ordered a shovel with a PAF? Let's put it on the bench and check it out. All right, so you start off
with
a shovel.
A piece of southern yellow pine cut out of a 6x6 post that I use in the fence.
Because even when building a shovel guitar, you have to have an exotic wood in there.
Well, this here is two-piece mahogany that was some cut-off pieces from a medicine cabinet about 30 years old.
Okay.
All right.
This is amazing.
This this lipstick pickup, which is so cool. I bought this as a project with my son about 15 years ago. We picked up a yard sale guitar and we painted a spider web and what have you. And I bought this, and it sounds great.
It really does ring loud.
Yeah, the frets. This fretboard was ripped off a cheap old Kiss guitar. And this is the handle of a shovel, heavily modified. And this is wrapped over and crimped on both sides with a bolt running through. This is Frankenstein's rat rod, you know?
So no neck breaks there? You'll never break a neck, probably.
No, not with this piece here, you know, no way.
So, I mean, in the times of COVID where everything is crazy and... You know, did you find yourself just lacking motivation or just wanted to do something?
I just wanted to see if I could scrap together something that actually played. And a little metal working skills that I haven't used since, you know, forever.
Yeah, you were an iron worker for 40 years.
So, yeah. And so it's put together with sheetrock screws and... but they're all beveled, countersunk, so it's smooth. You're not going to catch an edge on anything. And I was sort of inspired by the Flying V.
Yep.
Yeah, instead of coming back straight, it just put a little curve to it. And so this is heavily modified. I should have took a picture before and after, but this obviously was wider and the springs would pop out, so I had to bring it in. So I had to cut this back and countersink it for the caps to fit. It was a lot of making it work, but it was fun because there was no guidelines. You just, you know, function followed form, or form followed function in this case. So, as
we say in the automotive business, start simple, stupid.
Yeah. And
it intonates and everything?
Oh, yeah, it's right on. 2
volumes, 2 tones?
Yeah.
Or you got 2 volumes, 2 tones?
Yeah.
Wow.
Neck volume and tone, bridge volume and tone, 3-way switch. High quality electronics, you know, CTS pots, almond drop capacitors, all braided, a long lead wire to the jack. And yeah, just made a plate.
And if anybody would ever break in, you could also...
It's a weapon.
Yeah, you give them a concussion.
Yeah, and you know, worst comes to worst, I guess I could dig a hole with it. It'd be messy. That's cool. You know, I've seen online, you know, guys make guitars with a, you know, ska box, and out of shovels, but they're only like 2 or 3 strings. But I wanted to make one out of that would play like a guitar. If you didn't know, I mean, this is a nice shaped 6-string neck.
It looks like a battle axe.
Yeah, it does. Medieval.
Shovel. Can you dig? So, I mean, in the time of quarantine, you found a way to push yourself and keep your brain working again.
Yeah, and you know, I just used what was around the shop, all these components. You actually gave me the guitar with the tail and the bridge and the pickup, and I had this, and I had a shovel, and using, you know, guitar making skills, iron working skills, and for the hell of it, you know. There was no design, it just came together. You know, you kept in mind something where you could get down in there and comfortable. And it's pretty well balanced, it's not overly heavy.
One of the very first videos you did on the channel, I had asked you, is there anything that you took from ironworking that you related to guitar repair? And you said no, absolutely nothing. Yeah, it turns out, there you go.
Turns out, yeah.
So, just really, really cool. And it just shows you that functions of a guitar, intonation, tuning, scale, length, everything working is probably the most important part.
Yeah, if you know the basics of how it works, then you can fashion just about almost anything to be a stringed instrument. And this is what I did here. And it was fun. It was something different. And you didn't worry if you got a scratch or you sanded too much or about the paint and so forth. This was just like an industrial guitar. And you were free to just work at it like a woodworking project rather than a guitar project. And it gives you freedom of movement. You know, you can do what you want. I actually had to adjust the neck. And it's a 2-way.
Fully working.
Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Fully working, and it sounds good.
So, if you guys want to hear this in an upcoming video where I bring an amp down to Joe's house and we put a couple pedals in front of it and see what... Have you named it yet?
No, I haven't named it.
Well, if you guys want to see this shovel being put through a couple of pedals... yeah, let me know in the comments if that's something you can dig. See what I did there? This is how it truly starts, and I know it's hard for some guys who aren't in a wood shop or working with power tools to realize how it begins, but this is basically where it will begin. Yeah, and this is a nice piece of ash,
northern ash. It's heavy. It's used quite a bit in, well, in tellies, and it's not swamp ash, it's not lighter, and that's why I'm going to channel it out and build a slimline so it won't be as heavy or heavier than a Les Paul. So I'm looking forward to that. The neck will be a maple neck with, I think it will be from a tree I cut down in April. It was a quilted maple with some spalting, which is a little bit of the beginning of actual decay in maple. So it should be a good looking guitar.
How rare is it to find, what do we got, 10 feet, 8 feet?
That's
10 feet.
10 feet.
How rare is it to find a 2-inch thick by 10-foot piece of northern ash?
Well, this wide, I was able to get, I mean, you can get it narrower, but this is a little over 10 inches, so it was a pretty good find. And you know, it's got a good ring to it.
Yeah, well, you
already
might not be able to hear it to the phone, but it's kind of got an echo to it.
Yeah.
And we got some necks. We got some neck blanks being built up there.
Yeah, all set. That's been there a year, cut, ready to go. I won't have much movement to that once I start working with it because it's already done its thing. And yeah, we'll go from there.
Again, another crazy installment of what can the old man think of next. I'm proud of you, Joe. You kept yourself going.
Yeah.
Kept yourself moving. Even in a time of craziness, you got projects going. You're building guitars.
Yeah, you gotta say, you gotta do something to keep your sanity. So. And what was fun, it was just things lying around. It's just nuts and bolts and then some modifications of a shovel. And the electronics are, you know.
Yeah, I mean, all quality stuff too. That really helps. And I mean, you know, a stop tail piece is always going to do its thing. And getting the intonation, getting a working truss rod. Basically, what I always try to preach to is, this just proves the point, is a properly set up guitar will always perform best.
Yeah.
Well, guys, if you're in the New England area, you need any work done to your guitars, or even not, if you want to ship it to Joe, I'll put his info down below in the link I have before. Joe's my best buddy, and he's always on the channel. Great repairman, and I'm not just saying that because he's standing here.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll talk soon. Peace.